Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about this idea of being average is scary to some people. It's not acceptable. You need to be rich, you need to be above this standard, you need to be put others down in order to be successful. And I don't get it. We're constantly told that we have to be some sort of extraordinary person that's different from every other person to be successful or unique or special. In reality, we are already unique, just based on where we're from, our background, our religion. We have so many things that make us different, but if we somehow get the wrong idea that we're just the same, it's detrimental to some people's objectives. They'll change careers because they think it's just fading into the crowd. And I don't think it's right. You have to remember that there's 8 billion people in this world, right? And what are the chances that someone has a lifestyle that is kind of similar to you? Pretty high, right? Pretty high. We are not going to meet 8 billion people in our lifetime. But if through social media, we'll get to see that more and more of those people, and we'll get to see that more and more people are in common, and it's just, we're the same. Sometimes we're just, and what's wrong with that? What's wrong with going with something that other people like as well and not just yourself? And the problem it creates is that they'll see other people experiencing different things in their 20s, right? And it creates this panic to be like, okay, I need to do this by my 20s. I need to experience all these things. I need to be ahead of the game. And it's just not true, because with technology and with social media, we'll see other people's highlights. We'll see everyone's highest experiences of life, going to Paris, going to all these different places during their summer, experiencing these things like bungee jumping and skydiving and all these things, and we look at ourselves like, oh, I haven't done that. I am I wrong for not experiencing that? This fear kind of creates a huge amount of anxiety and burnout, because you get tired of trying to chase this feeling of being good, being perfect, being these highlights all the time. And it's just not realistic, truly. We slouch, we're lazy. Let's be real, we're lazy. We have so many moments in our life that it's just boring. We're eating food, we're making the same meal every day. What's exciting about going to the washroom, taking a shower? We're just doing our thing, we're living our life. Do we have to live in highlights every day? No, we don't. But we expect it, because what happens is we scroll and we see the highlights every single day. And changes our perception of what we need to do in life. If we're not, we look at something like hobbies and exploring things as, is this productive? Is this making me money? Is this feeding into something that will make me money? And it's just unfortunate, because it's wrong, it creates such a negative mindset. And, what some people don't realize is that in order to get that, sometimes you get success from just experimenting. You don't even know what you like yet. Do you truly believe that you have experienced everything in life and that you know exactly what you like? That is why school is a concept. Even though as many people, they have their issues of how it's performed, how it's, managed, whatever. That's for another topic. But I'm talking about the concept of school. It exposes you to math, science, English, all these different concepts of subjects that will show you kind of what do you want to do in life? What do you kind of want to experience in life? And it shows how much work can you put into something, how much stress can you put into something, and be okay with doing it, So the issue is that sometimes exploring different things and not liking it kind of will make you like it by, pushing through. Because, for example, this concept, what I'm doing right now, me uploading to YouTube, me content creating, I really enjoy the concept of doing it, but the process of doing it sometimes is annoying. Let's be real. Editing, choosing the titles, choosing the description, all those things is kind of, repetitive, and it gets annoying sometimes, right? But I love doing it. I've grown to like it. I've grown to love the routine. We create a routine. That's just human nature to kind of do the same thing every day, but, tweak it a little bit. And I've grown to really love the process. I love typing out my description manually and not, using AI, like that kind of thing. I just love like mental health and putting my own little like smiley faces in the description and stuff like that. That's amazing to me. And that's what I'm trying to push out, is that sometimes hobbies and things that bring you joy don't have to be productive. Don't have to kind of like put a performance report out there like, oh, was this good enough for me? Is this actually making me money? Is this doing anything for me? No, it's not about that. It's not about that at all. We got to enjoy it. We got to, like experiment, and then you'll see other things that you enjoy. And that's the thrill of life. That's the thrill of life. Let's be real. There's the beauty in average everyday things, like like being present is the one of the most best things for me. Like, even though I understand I'm not like posting this Mr. Beast type style video where it's like actually very aesthetic and entertaining, I just love the idea that I'm consistent with it. I'm showing up every day. I'm posting every day at 12. I'm doing it, I'm living it. And those are the things I really appreciate. I appreciate the progress. I appreciate seeing the likes, the subs, the comments, all those things. That's what brings me so much joy. And sometimes that pressure kind of creates this environment that just makes us feel like nothing. Like our progress is not valuable. Like us being new is not normal. Us trying new things and not being like, oh, this is the guide way. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this. This is what, you're designed to do. It's like, no, what if I want to just experiment on my own and learn on my own and kind of like create my own outline of what I think, like, that's what I'm doing with this channel. Is I'm experimenting. I'm trying new things every day. I've experimented with my thumbnails. I've done different titles and stuff. Like I love it. I love experimenting because that's life. That is what life is: experimenting, learning, doing things for you, not others, and always being taught. No, you can teach yourself sometimes. You don't have to be the best at something to be enough. You can just be yourself. Try and experiment, and then seek guidance later, whatever it is, but try it. I feel like the most important thing is being consistent and showing up. I feel like there's more power in having like quiet thinking, quiet brainstorming, and executing, instead of being just this loud ambition of being like, yes, this is what I should do, this is what I'm doing, guys, hey, listen to me, click me, watch my video. Like, it's just ridiculous to me. So that's what I'm doing with this YouTube channel, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I think it was an interesting concept. I feel like some people probably learned that they don't want to be this like electrical engineer. They don't want to get into science. They don't want to they just want to work at like a average factory job or a fast food place, work as a waiter or a bartender or like a barista, and they just do that for the rest of their life, and then they do something on the side to kind of just enjoy life and pursue something else that's not just a job, like working for someone else. And I think that's beautiful. That's a different way of life. They don't have to follow the procedure of this procedure that everyone's applying to life. Like, I think that's beautiful as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really love this concept. I thought it was interesting, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But much love as always, and I'll see you in the next one.